Hey there, and welcome to Factorio Space Age. My name is Brune. In the last episode, we got a lot of big things kind of automated. The mall is coming together, and we have foundries and the big drills fully automated now. And so the next step I wanted to do was to make sure that power, make sure that power was a little more stabilized. Um, And to do that, we need to run it off of this steam. And so we actually already have, I guess, the build for steam here. So maybe we can move power or add in some more stable power kind of through this area. To kind of like, so we can just bring steam, boop, right down and power it up that way. So let's just add the... Wait, so this is another thing too. I remember that I'm pretty sure I can use these as well, which are much more efficient. Yes. All those are in the network. We're going to make those. Let's add that in here. Okay. Steam turbine instead of the steam engine. We'll make this 40. No, we'll make it 20. Okay, nice. What are some other things I need to add in here? I suppose I need to add in all the basics. Let's do inserters. Blue inserters. Green inserters. Big steam things. This one is yellow inserters. Red inserters. Blue inserters. And finally, the big ones, green inserters. Okay, and we also have power poles, we have assembly machines, we have kind of belts down to the south. Have pipe, we don't have underground pipes. I guess is fine. I know what kind of made me think about this was like we don't have chem plants. Well, that's another big one. We have the robo ports. I mean, I think at least with all of this stuff, it's possible to remotely be like, oh, we're missing XYZ, let's place it down. I think we're basically there with all of that stuff. So let's just go throw down some of those steam turbines. What do we got made so far? 8. Better than nothing. These actually, yeah, I'll be like 40 megawatts, which I think is basically what we're outputting right now. Yeah, that's going to double the power supply. And I think we could even sneak them in here fairly easily. Is there anything coming down this lane? No, perfect. Underground. I'm all out of undergrounds. Okay, it's time. I'm assuming. All about chest. 200 undergroundies is fine with me. So we didn't need too many more. Yeah, because maybe even this row turbines can fit right in here. Yeah, it looks like it can. Oh yeah, and we could even do that yeah, again, this is another spot where it definitely should have been moved over. Even this side, I think, would look better if it was shifted so that this choke point right here was right here. Because yeah, they're coming in there, but we don't have a bunch of lasers for them to split off that way either. So yeah, the terrain does become an annoying issue with this build. But it does work when it can be positioned right, which I absolutely love. Okay, now... Hope that doesn't reach him that way. What about the old substation? Substation. Yeah, this will then get ones on the other side too. Why is the ground hot under it now? Hot because these things are hot? Was it like that before? Or does that happen when those things turn on? It's kind of cool. How is power doing? Great. So these consume 60 a second to output 5.8 megawatts. Oh, these are just terrible. I should just shut this off. Maybe I should do a pump situation. I don't think I have any engines on me to make a pump. I know we're gonna get some engines. I love my circuit, so I'm probably just gonna do it because I can. Yeah, we'll have this only turn on if the accumulator is below a certain point. I think even if we do a so this will be if A equals, or if A does not equal 100, or how do you do it? Because I want to use an SR latch to do this. I kind of have to like walk myself through this again. So we can do, let's just do the standard if R equals 0. Do your thing. Output everything. Right? I suppose I just want that to come in one time. I'm struggling with this, unfortunately. Let's try putting the pump down. Yeah, because this will be reading, 100 or something, and if it hits 0, or it goes below 10, then I want it to turn on, and then when it gets to a certain point, turn off. So anything is greater than 0. I suppose I used to do this with more than one combinator. So I think I need, here, I'm going to try and do it, I guess, with 2 more. How I would normally do it. Or I think how I would used to do this. So we would have this one be A equals 100. Send a signal of R. That would cause it to reset. Now it's outputting nothing. This one, if A is less than 10, output A. We'll just do a check mark with the one. It'll tally up a whole bunch. Yep, yeah, so when it gets back up to 100, it'll set the reset signal and it'll turn off. I think that's correct, but I feel like there's a way to possibly do this with one thing. Let me make one more, just as a theory thing real quick for my own nerdy curiosity. So now if I like combine those signals on here, let's like say if A does not equal 100, output, because then if A equaled 100, it would erase itself. So and then we can do when A is less than 10. We'll do and. I'm not sure if this works correct. Then this will just output A onto it, which would make it like explode in value. But I suppose, okay, so here we can, right? Can't we? Red network is not connected. Okay. So if we red network there and green network to there. So red network. A does not equal 100. Blah, 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 blah. So if I made a constant combinator, I'm getting totally sidetracked. Holy smokes, this is bad, but this is, I kind of need to test this for my own sanity. Not for my own sanity, I'm just super curious. So let's say A is at 15, 14. A's coming in on the red signal. All of a sudden I made this 9. Now it's blowing up. Ah, but it can just blow up on the green signal. Let's say now it starts powering back up. 15. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to, or want it to do. I wanted to continue working until it reaches 100. Oh. Yeah, maybe there's a way to do it. Yeah, like right now I would still want it to be on. Wait, we can do... or A is greater than 0 on the green signal. Let's try that for a second. So now let's go to 9. Things blowing up. It goes to 15. Powering up. Green signal's still blowing up. Let's do and A does not equal 100 on the red signal. One. It's blowing up. 11. It's still blowing up. Now if all of a sudden it gets to 100, it should have reset. And now if it goes back down, now at 50, nothing still has happened. Okay, you can do it with one. So and then this one could be attached to the green. And just if, same thing, if or could it just be attached to the red? Let's see here. So now this goes down to 5%. Now it's pumping. This goes to 50%, 60%. It's still pumping. Gets back up to 100, or finally gets back to 100. Everything quits. And it resets. Okay, cool. You can do kind of like a pseudo SR latch with this in a sense. I don't really know exactly. I've not been playing with my logic gate nerdiness for a while now. I've done the old try using logic gates to build a calculator and different things in video games like this. I did it in Astroneer, if anybody's familiar with that one. But okay, so this is possible. So now I can go Alt G, or no, Alt R for red. Turn that off. Get rid of that and that. There we go, just one. It can be done. Part of me wants to disconnect the power over here just to verify, even though I'm pretty confident it will work. I suppose I'll need to engage a lot more power here for that to happen. Okay, what's the next step? Probably the like this, get some of this rolling. That should help. So start soaking up power. There we go. Accumulators are falling. Oh yeah, because this is going to be solely on the accumulators now. So we should be able to watch this happen. As soon as it gets below 10, it's going to blow up because it's just going to keep cycling A through at the green signal. So now we need the accumulators to, they'll need to get back to 100. So yeah, now if I connect in this other one, they'll charge very fast. And we should see this turn off fairly quickly here. Take a drink really quick while this ticks up. Beautiful, beautiful. And it is off. Okay, so that's actually going to be very useful because this is one signal with kind of two different, and just two different parameters in a sense. Yeah, you're setting your top end and your bottom end for where you want it to kick on and where you want it to kick off. So you could do this, you know, for a chest of resources, you know. But yeah, that's a cool one. Power should be good. Let's add in that rocket silo now to the mall here. Wait, can rocket silos be made in the foundry? Yeah, here's kind of another space where I suppose this one shouldn't be too susceptible to it. I almost wonder if like a tight thing like this, you'd want to put the point right here and have a choke on either side so that you could sweep around from both of those and just divide them into it instead of having this kind of awkward spot where there's nothing not too much covering this area. And that's why it gets attacked ultimately, because they run up in here and aren't immediately just deleted by tons of the lasers around that point. I'm sure a lot of it too is more because of evolution factor getting in the way and things, but I wanted to make sure that this can't be made in like a foundry or something. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Rocket silo. Set this to 1. And we'll set this to override stack size of 1. This one definitely needs an upgrade. That one doesn't need the refined concrete, that one just needs this concrete. Yeah, so maybe setting this to be 1,000, just for the sake of the... I can even grab some tier 1 speed modules and slam them in there quick. Just to keep up with that demand. Okay, we also need to do some low density structures. That is still there right here. So these things are what turn into the rock, or not the rock, the fires sometime, those trees. Which is kind of annoying. Low density structures. Molten iron, molten copper, and 5 plastic bars every 15 seconds. Needs 1.33 a second. These do 2 a second. These output a lot of LDS. Honestly, not sure how much I'll even need. You have a rocket silo yet? We're getting one. We're getting there. I think that should be a good spot to end this episode. I know I got kind of sidetracked with that SR latch, but I'm very glad I'm very happy to have figured that out. That's really cool that you can do it with second one. Ooh, lots of power and stuff has been kicking on, so I imagine the solar panels are possibly helping out here with a little bit of that. So yeah, we'll jump into placing down the rocket silos, seeing how many low density structures we'll need, and going from there. So thanks so much for joining me. Looking forward to seeing you in the next one, and take care.